On the agenda for today is do a little bit of running of the sawmill. This is what I'm looking at today. I believe it's white pine. I'm going to be slicing these up into 1-inch boards for a friend who does some karate with his kid, and they need a lot of boards to break. So we're going to turn all these logs into some boards. Here's what we got so far. We got 30 boards out of 3 logs. We still have the big one left to do and a medium one. So it's going pretty good. Saw's cutting good. Getting a little bit of waviness in one spot. It may be the blade or there might be some sap on the track. I'm going to investigate that now. I discovered what was causing that roughness in the cut. I usually am cutting hardwood, in which your feed rate has to be a lot slower. This is only the second time I've cut softwood. I ended up pushing the sawmill head a lot faster, and that roughness in the cut went away. So that's what it was. It was just I was cutting too slow. So we got the last big log up on the mill, and I proceeded to cut through. And we're chopping it down, getting them boards after board. And right coming up here, disaster strikes. Right there, I ran the sawmill head into the log stop. It was the first time that's ever happened. From what I've read, it happens to everybody eventually. You get kind of complacent and you forget where your log stops are. At the end of the day, this time, I stopped pushing the saw head immediately. So the blade did contact the stainless steel log stop. It actually started to cut into the stainless steel, which I was pretty surprised of. We ended up just throwing the last log on. I was curious to see how dull the blade would be, and it really didn't dull it out enough to warrant changing the blade out. We had this one last log left, so we finished out the sawmill session with the blade that came in contact with the stainless steel log stop. I know it happens to everybody, and I managed to saw many logs before it happening. I'm sure it won't be the last time, but, you know, it happens. And you gotta just keep on moving on. Okay, this is the smaller one we just cut. I don't know if you caught it, but I did for the first time strike my log stop with the blade. I caught it pretty quick. So this was after striking the metal with the blade, hitting the stainless steel, and it's really not terrible. There's a, you know, maybe a couple dull teeth, but it's still cutting. You know, we got a couple little lines you see now that weren't there before. But for this project, it'll be good enough. I got one more to do. Got her loaded up here. We'll get this one all cut up and then we'll clean up. Now all the logs are done, and you see us, what we did was we loaded up a rack of boards that some of them were a little bit off-sized and maybe the grain didn't look so good. So my friend there, he went through them and picked out the ones that he didn't like as much. And what we're going to do here is make stickers out of them. So nothing's going to go to waste. He needed stickers so he can sticker and stack these when he gets home. So right here, you just rack up your boards all together and then set the saw and just head on down and you'll wind up with tons of stickers. Okay, we're all finished up. This is what we ended up with. I'm not going to count them all, but it was over 50 some boards, varying widths. And we took one of the smaller boards and we cut up a bunch of stickers. So now my buddy can go and stack all these up and get them drying. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.